79, Salt with you.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and it's really great to have the opportunity to share with you today. Reconciliation Week in Australia was last week, and it was a great opportunity to think about our relationships with each other, our relationship in the continent in which we live. It was really a great time. I work with small children, and they were really quite excited about exploring the idea of reconciliation and what that means for our community, for people who maybe have struggled in our community for generations, and how we can work towards healing that. Conflict's a part of life. No one likes conflict, and reconciliation can come out of conflict, but not always. It has to be an intentional act. And I know that in our relationships, because none of us are perfect and we all do things that we regret or that we're sorry for, it takes intentional actions, intentional conversations. It often takes humbling ourselves. I know when I've needed to reconcile with people, there's a certain amount of having to always own my part in the conflict when that's happened. And another thing is knowing our behaviours. I know when I reflect, I've heard it referred to as a slippery slope. So up the top is when we're responding in a way that's positive and helpful and constructive. We can either be passive, so we can try and get away from the conflict and pretend it's not happening. And overlooking's fine. Sometimes with little niggles and little things that happen in relationships, just letting it go is a great first strategy. But conflict is often more than that, just a little thing that happens or someone that's having a bad day once. The opposite of that, so the opposite of a passive response, is an aggressive response, so wanting to fight and arc up and really getting heated with things. And we need to own our bit in that. How do we respond? And it's a great thing to know how you react when things happen, and also the people that you love and care about, how you can diffuse those situations, but moving forward in a way where we can build a path into the future where we can walk together. And so I'm going to challenge you with a similar challenge that I've had. What are the ways? I know I've worked with small children, as I've said, and they're excited, but we talked about ways we can talk to each other and about each other that are honouring and respectful. We can keep each other accountable to that, and I've asked them to keep me accountable even though they're younger. So maybe in the light of Reconciliation Week, there might be some space for you to sit with Jesus and have some quiet time and think about how you can move forward in a way that's reconciling and healing in your strengths, and loving and honouring and respecting other people too. Have a great day.